Hi everyone and welcome to the first weekly wrap up from me for a few weeks. Um, you would know I took a few weeks off of that because of things that are happening in my life that I can't control right now, but I'm going to try to keep the weekly wrap ups coming for as long as I can. Um, so today I actually finished All Your Perfects. Um, I really loved this book because, to be honest, it reminds me of me and my husband. We're kind of having trouble. Like, I think it's more his problem than mine. We're kind of having trouble, like, conceiving or whatever. I think it's more his problem than mine, though. Just because of things that are happening with him that I'm sure he doesn't want online. But, anyways, so I really liked this. Yeah, Gran and Quinn really, really reminded me of my husband and myself. With having trouble conceiving. Um, People always asking us when we're going to have kids, and to be honest, at this point, I'm not sure we ever are going to. But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I really liked this because my husband has problems communicating with me, and sometimes he gets frustrated because he doesn't know how to communicate. I'm guessing it's because of how he grew up, but, and I'm not for sure how to let him know that he can communicate anything to me and I will still be here, whatever, but he doesn't know how to, so we have problems with communication as well. Plus, he's always on, like, computer games. His mind is always on computer games. But when we do communicate, or when we do talk, I try to get him to open up to me. And this book really reminded me that there's more to life than just having kids. Um, some of what Quinn goes through is what I'm going through at the moment. And I really, really, really liked seeing Quinn going through the struggle because I'm going through this struggle right now. Um, I've never had a kid, and my mom has always wanted me to. And now that she is in rehab, and we're not sure if she's going to have to go into a nursing home or she gets to come home, I'm not ever. I'm not even sure if we do have a kid at this point, if she's going to be able to see her grandkid. anyways, so for that, I really liked this book. It gave me um, some questions that I could ask my husband, things that might help me communicate with him more, and things that might help our relationship. So I want to thank Colleen Hoover. This is my first book that I'm reading of hers, and I just gave this book a 5 stars. This is my favorite book of 2020. Um, my second favorite book is The Familiars by Stacey Halls, but this is definitely my first favorite, my favorite of the year of 2020. Unfortunately, it is a library copy, so I don't have one for my shelves. But if anybody wants to send me a copy, um, I'm not really expecting it, but if anybody wants to send me a copy of this, I would be really grateful. Um, because my husband don't like for me to pick up books I've already read if I've read them from the library and still really love them and would like a copy for our shelves. I think he would benefit some on reading this book as well, so that's part of the reason why I want this for my shelf. But I will be taking this back to the library when they reopen from um, New Year's Day, whatever. But um, I ended up giving this a 5 stars. It was perfect um, for what I'm going through, what my husband's going through, and pretty much what my family is going through, and all of that. Um, Actually, since we're on the subject, that is why I have so many animals. Um, I treat my animals as kids. My husband doesn't like my newest cat, um, but I plan on keeping him because, for one, he's a white cat, and I've always wanted a white cat ever since I could remember. Well, ever since my sister had a white cat when we were younger, and so I've always wanted one since then, but the one that we had before I had to give to my cousin. Anyways, that's a tangent. But I do I did end up giving All Your Perfects 5 stars. Um Now on to books that I will be reading since I had finished this book. Um I am still reading A Widow for 1 Year by John Irving. Um, yes, I'm still reading this book. I am now on page 197. I'm slowly going through this book because it is so big, and kind of dense. Um, I'm not sure if I'm liking it that much though, but I will finish it because I'm into the book now and I don't like to finish unless I really hate the book. Um, so I'm still reading that one. And I am still reading Salem Falls, which is by Jodi Picoult. I was really enjoying this one before this one took all of my attention, so that is why I gave it 5 stars. And at this point, I'm still on page 100, but like I said, I had put it down to read all Your Perfects because it took my attention away from every other book I was reading. So I'm still reading this one. And for the new year, I am planning on trying to do a readathon type thing that Chantel from An Intentional Life, I think, um, puts on her site, Hey Reader. But anyways, I am going to start Body Language by Suzanne Brockman. This prompt is for February, which is to read a red book or a red cover or a red spine. As you can see, this book is completely red for the most part, so I'm going to read this one. The reason I'm starting with February is because this book I had on my TBR cart, and my husband doesn't like to search out certain books for me. In my TBR bookshelf room is a mess right now, and I can't get my wheelchair in it. We still have to clean it out a little bit, but we're not sure what to do with the stuff that's in it because his parents keep giving us stuff, and we're not sure if we're gonna use it or who's gonna use it yet, so it goes in that room till we figure it out. But anyways, this is the book I'm going to start for January, and it is for a book with red on the cover or spine. Anyways, if you've made it to the end of the video, please post a blue heart because blue is my favorite color and I love hearts. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and remember to not drink and drive, and to use an Uber or Lyft or whatever if you're gonna be drinking, because I don't want anybody hurt with this, with New Year's Eve coming up. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.